lights on.
We're off.
Look at us, a couple of professionals here, mate. Hey, what do you mean?
Don't kid myself, eh? Oh, shit, when was the fight? What month?
I don't work by dates, Steve.
What
Probably
do you
like
work- what do you work by?
12 weeks ago. I want to say 12 weeks. Well, I've had 10, 11 weeks since the surgery, and that was like half a week after. So I want to say 12 weeks.
12 weeks. Tell us a little bit about it, because we haven't spoken since then, have we?
Not on camera.
No, not on no, not on camera. Yeah, just tell us a little bit about it, and because it happened early. The hand happened early.
Yeah. Like I just come in, and his knee just clashed with my forearm, and then obviously that's not like that wasn't when it like completely broke, but it must have cracked it, and then it just progressively got worse. Like I knew after the first that it wasn't like responding. You can see like just as the second round starting, I like looked down at my hand and I'm like, something's not right.
I seen that.
So I was being just a little bit. I was just being careful with it. Like I just throw it when I really needed it, and then when I dropped him in the third round, I was like, oh well, I'm gonna get him out of here now. I may as well throw it. And I was following up with some ground and pound, and one like connected right on his forehead, and I just felt it click out of place. Then like I just felt it go click. I was like, whoa, and then I'm just doing the maths in my head because I'm obviously like, whoa. Look up at the clock, and I'm like, all right, we got 3 minutes left. I'm like, as long as we can keep him down here, I've won this round. I finished in the rear naked. We probably lost the first round. So I'm doing the maths in my head, and I'm like, all right, I'll stay on top, chip away with my left hand, and then I'm gonna walk away with the result. So you got to do like a little bit of maths. And I know, that's the beauty of experiences. That I know how much adrenaline I have left. I was like, due to like the injury, and I can feel it in my body. I was like, oh, this is probably going to wear off if he's able to scramble back to his feet. My adrenaline's probably going to wear off then. So as long as I can keep him down here for as long as I can, we should be all right. If it was a 5-rounder, I wouldn't have made that decision. I would have been like, I'm going all left hands. I need to get this boy out of here, and I need to get him out of here now. So yeah, like it's a bit of a harder task with one hand. I'll be looking forward to getting back in there with with both going.
What about the jaw?
Oh, I didn't even notice that. To be honest, that's not even. I've broken and had a surgery on the left side as well. After one fight, got clipped with an elbow, and I needed a surgery. And I was walking around with like a hole in the side of my head for 4 weeks. So it's not. You don't even notice. Like there's after most fights, I think you have pretty prone to orbital fractures. I think fighters don't even really notice when you get like unless something like really cracks out, and then you'll notice. Because I went in and like saw the surgeon. He's like, oh yeah, I can see you've had this side repaired. He's like, oh, over this side I can actually see you've broken it before. So it was probably like way back in the day when I was when you don't have the same kind of scans and taken to the hospital and medical. Like, I must have just broken the other side as well and just never noticed, and got back to training, and it just healed up the way it healed up. But no, that's all good. Hands coming back good. I'm allowed to use it next week, says the doc, but I've been training pretty consistently, and I feel like it's coming. It needs like another couple of weeks of just like getting the strength back in the forearm and stuff like that.
You had a little bit of a wait before they did it, like half a week or something, was it? Or?
Yeah, well that was it. Like that's why I stayed in. That's why I actually stayed in America and had the surgery done there, because when I broke my orbital on this side years ago, they go, you want to have the surgery done in Vegas, or do you want to go home and have it done? I said, I just want to get me out of here, go home. I came back to New Zealand, and it was Christmas time, so they go, oh, every surgeon in the country's gone on holiday, mate. And so I had to wait till they finished their Christmas holidays before I could go back and get the surgery done. So I had to wait like 4 weeks, and I was like, well, I'm not doing that again. So I just stayed there, and they just turned around quick, like the UFC when you're in Vegas. They got everything at their disposal. I just hung around. I think yeah, fight was Saturday, surgery Wednesday, get in, get out, fly back Friday. Like it was real smooth.
And you have been training with it.
Yeah, no, that's the downside of like the only thing I actually like about fighting is the actual fighting part. So I'm like, do I want to go for a run to stay fit? Do I want to do this or do some CrossFit? No, sir, I just want to spar. You know what I mean? So I've just been sparring to get my fitness back. It's the only thing I enjoy doing.
I've seen it. Yeah. Oh, and just tell us when you did get back and how fit you are now, what percentage you are.
Like the hands there, the arms probably like 80%. Like I can throw it sweet. It's just, and I can like wrestle with it and grab. It would just be like the conditioning of your forearm. Like it just, if I train for like a couple of days, like hard in a row, like spar a couple of times, I'll go for like a resting and just it won't have that. Like I won't be able to hold like a lock or a position like as long as I would. So I'd say that's like 80%. The fitness is coming back now, like I'm as fit as I ever would be going into a camp. But I think that's like probably why the arm broke is I rushed back after breaking my hand. I just went straight back into training camp and didn't do like any of the re-strengthening part, so the arm was a bit weaker. So to save that, I'm learning, guys. Look, I'm learning.
You have 15 years.
Yeah, I'm a slow learner, so I'm going to take an extra couple of weeks. I'm going to take an extra couple of weeks. I'm going to lift some weights, and then I'd say I'd be ready to go by December. But best bet and smart bet, it'd be Jan.
Are you worried about kicks? Blocking?
No, like obviously like a lot of back and forth with the surgeons, but like the UFC surgeons reckon it's strong, just leave it in there. They said just leave all the leave the plates in there, leave the screws in there. If like later on when you're old and retired and you want to get it taken out, we'll take it out. But they said for now, like it's as like the bone will just heal around it and you're as good as gold. So I'm happy to hear that I don't have to get it taken out or anything like that. It was going to be I don't think I could have a bit more time. Yeah. I don't think I could wait. Any longer. I think January is a long enough wait.
Fair enough. What have you done, outside the gym, apart from, how have you enjoyed yourself, or you tried to fill in your time?
What have I done? Nah, just hang out with my family. Like I've been going overseas a lot. Me and Cam flew to San Francisco and back in the same day. Because I was going to corner Cam Rouston for Contender Series, obviously, because I'm not have to be in training camp or anything like that. I was happy to go. Flew over there with him, and then they pulled his medical when we landed, so we just flew to San Francisco. I went and saw the San Francisco bridge and then flew home. So it was but then obviously Sydney after that. Like I've been in the gym just watching and observing like how everyone's going, and obviously like you can't do much, but just like your level of experience, you can kind of say what you're going to say to the boys to get them in their best shape. But Contender Series and UFC Sydney. Then I went and cornered the guys at the Beatdown show, Damien Brown show there in Brisbane. So I've just been helping out the team where I can, even though I can't do it like physically, I can do it just with my experience and stuff.
And there's a new shift coming with the gym.
Yeah, we're moving. That's above my pay grade, T. I don't know where the new gym is. I don't know what it's look like. I don't know what's going in there. But I'm sure when something heavy needs to be lifted, when it's time to lift the heavy stuff, I'm sure I'll get called up for that. Good to
see you're in good spirits and good shape too.
Yeah. Experience again. You try not to blow out of shape too much. It's just harder to get back.
Have you ever been tempted like that? Have you done that in the past? Have you blown out?
Like big time. I used to do it when I was like younger. I would just eat food, but it comes from like doing dumb cuts. Like it comes from like when you just completely cut everything out and you just eat chicken and rice and broccoli, and then you just do that for 12 weeks, and then you just like, man, you just wreck your hormones, like bringing your body fat down too low, like it's just wrecks all your hormones, and then you just want to eat everything in sight after a fight. Now I keep it like pretty well balanced, keep my weight like within shooting distance year round. Only really have to diet like 3 or 4 weeks, like not that great, you know what I mean? Just clean it up for 3 or 4 weeks, and then after the fight, you're not like tempted just to eat everything in sight. So it's just like keeping just a more well balanced lifestyle is obviously the best thing you can do.
Can't go to the pub every night.
Oh look, not every night.
Hey,
Couple
mate.
nights.
Did you, you come away from that fight, that was one of the fights that everybody will remember for a long, long time. Yeah. Is it, how high on the list is it for you?
No, I don't know. Like that's the thing about it. When you're in it, like it's not really time. It's not really time to look back and reflect and think about what it all means. I'm just in it, and I just think about. I think about what's next. I think about the things I did bad. I think about the things I could have done better for the next time. I feel like, I still feel like I have a lot left to show, and I'm just excited to get out there early next year and get the opportunity to display my skills pretty much.
How many fights away from a title shot?
Well, that puts you in the top 10. Number 9 on a 2-fight win streak. I'd say, a couple more, and you'll definitely be back in the mix. Like I'm still like one of the bigger name guys sitting in that 5 to 10 mark, and so it's like if the guys in the top 5 like really need someone, they're gonna look for like the biggest name opportunity. Like that's what it comes down to at the highest level. People can say hiding behind your rankings and things. You're just playing the game. Like I don't knock anyone for playing the game or not doing anything stupid. You know what I mean? You take the best opportunity you can to bring yourself closer to a title shot. So that's all I'll be looking forward to. But being one of the bigger name guys, I'm sure I got no trouble with people calling me out. So that and that's a good place to be. Like as a fighter, like that's what you want. That means your job is very secure if you have a lot of people saying your name and a lot of people wanting to fight you.
You always joke about you're going to end up in the hospital, or both of you are going to end up in the hospital. Did he go to the hospital as well?
Yeah, I saw him there. Like we both got ambulance straight to the hospital. I was like, it's funny. Like
same ambulance, different.
Nah, they got one for everyone. The UFC gives on the full spread. They really shell out. You get your own ambulance team. I've been in enough of them. Direct to the hospital. Get your own one. We don't have to bundle together.
You seem to be enjoying the moment after together. Good fight, good opponent, good feelings afterwards.
Yeah, like obviously had a lot of respect for him and his team before that. There was like the weight miss a little bit, but it's like I won, so I don't really have to get salty about that. It kind of is what it is. Like he's all good. He's got a big future. Like that kid has a massive future, and he's going to be a big problem for a lot of other guys coming up. And I knew that going into the fight.
Yeah, I thought his first round was unbelievable. I thought, man, this guy.
Yeah, he like comes in hot for sure. Like I knew he'd come in hot, but it's like this. It's the same things that I learned fighting Dustin Poirier. Like it hit him with the kitchen sink, and then he just cruises through, like comes out the next round, and you're just looking at him like he didn't care about that, like one bit, like cool as a cucumber. And then so the things I learned in that fight have helped me win my last 2 fights, where I've been like Levi kid. I kept quiet, but he fractured my knee, he wrecked my knee. But it's like same thing. Like I wasn't concerned, like not getting caught up and panicking and stuff like that. Same thing as when I'm fighting Turner, and he's like teeing off on me and hitting me and rocking me and kicking me in the head. And then I was like staying cool, and I looked at him and I was like, holy Rick. I was like, he's panicking. I was like, he's beating the crap out of me, and he's the one having a panic attack. I was like, relax, bro. But it's just, it comes from experience. I never had that humble pie from Dustin Poirier, then I wouldn't be the fighter I am today.
Brilliant, mate. We can't wait to see you back in action. And
hopefully not too long.
Yeah, and stay away from the ambulances and hospitals next time.
I will try, but I cannot promise.
Good stuff, mate. Oh, brilliant. Thank you for that.